Is it okay to be friends with your ex? And so this is such an interesting topic to me because I think before I did a video a few weeks ago about can men and women be friends. And prior to that video, I was very, very clear that yes, they can. And and I still am clear that yes, they can, but it depends. And so that has ramifications for can you be friends with your ex? And just to give you a little background on that video, I highly recommend you go see it. It's a minute long. It's really quick, but it looks at University of Wisconsin. They did a study on best friends who were male and female and whether they had secret longings for one another. And with the female counterpart, no, they did not. But the males, on the other hand, kind of secretly wanted to have a relationship with their best friend. And they had these romantic feelings for them. So now I'm thinking to myself, is it okay to be friends with your ex? And again, it depends. And oftentimes we have to be friends with our ex. We've got no choice. We may have a pet with them. Believe it or not, I've had clients who share custody of their pets. I've had people who have a child, married or unmarried, and so they have to be in each other's lives. But think about this one, you guys. I even have people who have businesses together that they've decided not to move forward with their relationship, but they value that business partnership. So that's one of the questions that you want to ask yourself. Do you value this relationship? And obviously, you're going to have to value someone that you have a child with, a pet with, or a business with. Or sometimes it's just that you have mutual friends together and it makes sense for you to be friends with them because otherwise it makes the whole group tense. And you guys have been there. I've certainly been there where it's like, okay, well, who do we invite? You don't want to put your friends in that sort of situation. And so the other thing I want you to consider is okay, the value of the relationship, but is this a relationship that is mutually beneficial? And so again, if you've got connections with friends, a business, etc., it becomes yes. I've even had clients who, and I know this sounds weird, but they may have like family in common, like that they have a brother-in-law that is best friends with their partner or their ex-partner, and it just becomes very complicated. But the other thing that I just really run into all the time is how does your current partner feel about it? Is he or she okay with it? Because if they're not, then you may have to respect that. I get clients all the time who say, you know what? I don't care about my partner being friends with their ex. It's really the ex that I don't trust. That I believe that they still have feelings. I feel uncomfortable putting my relationship at jeopardy because this person I know has unresolved feelings towards my partner. So one of the things you want to think about is even though you broke up, was a relationship, did you end it on good terms? Because that is really key. If one of the persons in the relationship wanted to continue, okay, you may have to examine that. Also, I've had uh, people who will have an ex and maybe they've got a child involved, and they will call their partner at like 10 o'clock at night. No, that's not okay. So the other thing I want to talk to you about are boundaries. Make sure that it's agreed upon boundaries. If you are friends and maybe you have a child, a pet, etc., that there's an agreed upon time that only call me after 9 if it's an emergency. So I want you to sit down with your partner, ask your partner what they're comfortable with, and then I want you to talk to your ex about those boundaries. Your follow through will dictate the amount of trust that your partner has and whether you two can be friends or not. It's really, really important because it can be, guys, it can be incredibly uncomfortable. So making sure that there are boundaries, making sure that you have a talk with your partner, making sure you have a talk with your ex, but also you have to answer some questions for yourself. Is this relationship emotionally or sexually charged? Just because you've decided not to have a relationship with this person doesn't mean that you might not be sexually attracted to them. If it's yes, then you may have to think the boundaries of the relationship. Obviously, if you have a kid, you want to do something about that and set it up so that it's respectful towards your partner, your current partner, and if they have a partner as well. But if you're having feelings, then that's going to dictate the depth of that relationship. Set the boundaries, discuss it, and say, you don't need to tell them that you have these feelings. You just want to set up the boundaries there. It is super important. If you want to have a relationship with trust, and if you want to make sure that you've got a good, solid relationship with your ex, boundaries, 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 boundaries. I can't say enough about them, and stick to them. Don't allow yourself to enforce a boundary and then let it lapse, because otherwise you won't have that consistency and the relationship will suffer and you won't be able to keep that friendship. I really hope this is helpful. Also, if you guys get in a bind and you feel like you can't have good boundaries, you can also seek out a relationship coach, because relationship coaches and therapists also deal with exes. They help people uncouple, they help set boundaries and realistic expectations. So if you can't do it yourselves, please, above all means, seek out a therapist. I'm Chantel Cohen, and I hope you become one again.